The following video contains graphic wild animal processing content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm Jaron Beck, Outdoor Skills Specialist with the Ohio Division of Wildlife. In this video, I'm going to be covering how I skin my squirrels. Now I already got him hanging up here. I like to hang him on a string about chest high. That keeps my hands free while I'm working on them. Start with a standard pocket knife. About 3.5 inch blade is what I use. Gonna find the bottom of the rib cage. You can feel it right there, and insert the knife just below the skin. And I'm gonna go up all the way to the vent. Doesn't matter if it's a male or female, you're gonna go right through it to the hind legs. I got a little bit deeper. This here is a male that we're working on. So you can see we're under the skin here. Gotta go just a little deeper, try not to cut into the guts. So we got him opened up there. At this point, I'm gonna pull the skin away from the meat. Just kind of work that around. And this squirrel is pretty warm, so that always makes it easier. If you can clean them quickly, that helps them skin, especially with some of these big fox squirrels. Grays and red squirrels tend to skin a little bit easier. So we got that started. At this point, I'm going to reach in and get all the guts out. That's the bladder there, so I'm just gonna pinch that off. Make sure we don't spill it on the inside. Drop it in the gut bucket we have below. Reach up, grab the heart and lungs. And he is gutted. So now I'm ready to continue working around skinning. I'm gonna pull the skin all the way back to the top of his spine on the other side, and then do the same on this side until I have one hole all the way through. See my fingers all the way through. At this point, I'm gonna stick my knife in one side, stick it through the hide, and then cut about half of it off. Then I'm gonna go through the rest of it and basically create 2 pieces of hide to pull off. Set my knife down for a second. Ready to start pulling on this part. Now these front arms can be a little bit tricky, but once you get them started, you can see this one started popping off here. The key is to get a little gap behind it, get your finger through. That way you can pull it on down. And I don't like to pull it off the front feet. That keeps the claws covered. That way you don't get scratched up, so I'll pull it down just to there. If it did pull all the way out, it's not a big deal. Now this one's ready to come next, just like the other one. Pull it down till I got that hole. You can see that one popped out, but we'll go ahead and cut that foot off now. I try not to break bones when I cut feet off, because if those bones get cut or broken, it'll likely puncture a bag when you go to freeze them if you're not going to eat them fresh. Just going to pull down a little bit further now and cut the head off. And I don't saw on the spine at this point or the neck bones. I just cut the flesh. And then I'm able to twist all that off. Now I'm going to pull it out of the strings and work the back half off. Just like the front, want to get a little gap between the back of the leg. Just pull that down. This is a tough old squirrel. Got that gap. I'm ready to cut the hind feet off. Sometimes I will use tin snips to cut the bones at the seams, but today we're just using a knife. And the only thing left on here now is the tail, and I like to save my tails. So I got a tail stripper here, commonly used for trapping, but I like to get that bone out to salt it. So I'm just gonna clamp this on to the tail after I got it pulled down a little bit. It's just gonna zip that tail right off. I'll set that aside and get it later. But at this point, this is ready to be rinsed and then soaked in salt water for a day or two until you're ready to either freeze it or eat it fresh. So that's all there is to it. I know there's a lot more ways to do it, but that's what works best for me. For more information on squirrel hunting in Ohio, visit our website at wildohio.gov. Thanks for watching.